You're listening to a RoomBoiz podcast.
I'm glad I realized that the camera wasn't recording only like a couple minutes into it.
Second time's a charm, baby.
Woo! Oh! See, but like, I don't know what I was about to say.
I don't know what you're about to say either.
Yeah,
Hi, guys.
we're using Ben's camera, so
It's
it
green.
wasn't recording
It's-
the
Yeah,
first time.
if it looks a little darker, it's because my
Hey.
camera has too much contrast.
It's Green Day in Oakland, California.
Wow. Happy Green Day Day.
Sorry to interrupt.
For all you Oakland
Oh.
listeners out there,
For all our big fan base
Ladies-
in Oakland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
there's 2 minutes of content that will never be seen by you guys.
And it was good because I opened this show like a wrestler, but now my voice is too sore to do it
Did you?
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Well, I'm going to do it again now because you didn't hear it. But I'll say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
loud.
But you guys were talking while I was doing that. But
I was
still.
I heard it.
Well,
I
that's
was
good.
trying to have a conversation with my friend Dylan.
Well, sometimes
with my
Zach.
friend Dylan.
Oh man,
Hey, Mom, can my friend Zach come over and play?
because I
Only-
just love playing.
Only if
No,
only
you
if your
can't.
mom can drop us off, then my mom can pick us up.
Is your mom nice? I'm scared of moms.
One time I got
Wait.
bubble gum from an ice cream man and I got in trouble.
Wait, what the fuck did you say?
Was that a joke or was that real?
Me and my friend,
Oh,
the
no.
bee man. You guys know the bee man?
Me? Oh, Brent.
Yeah, Brent. We used to be friends in good friends in elementary school. And one
Wait.
time we were outside, we were playing outside like kids do,
Yeah.
and the ice
I
cream
didn't.
man came up. I wasn't locked inside. But we were playing outside and the ice cream man came up. And he was like,
Was he in his van or was he just
On a bike.
out?
He was on a
it just
bicycle.
he was in his sedan. It was kind of weird.
He was in his Ford truck.
He was
I
in
don't
his
know.
coupe.
But he was in the truck and he was like, hey, now looking back, it does seem a little sketchy, but he said, hey, do you kids want some bubble gum?
Oh God.
and so
Zach.
we said,
There were
bubble
drugs in
gum? Yeah.
there. More
So-
like
Bubble yum.
more like
So we got the bubble gum and started chewing it, and then my neighbor came out because my neighbor's best friends with my
Yeah.
mom, and she was like,
met her.
"What are you doing?" And I was like, "Eating bubble gum." I don't think that was an exact quote, but she told us to spit it out, and then I cried all the way on the way to drop off Brent home when he was going home.
Mm.
So that's the last
That
time
was a
I
cool
ever
story,
took
yeah.
bubble gum from an ice cream man. Which, like, I get, but it's like,
Are you sure he
it's,
wasn't the
it's like an
candy
ice
man?
cream man. If you're gonna try to kidnap a kid or like poison him, why would you rent an ice cream van to do it?
Zach, you'd be surprised how creative perverts can get.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't. So, excuse
Are you
me.
sure?
All right. Well, it was
inviting a stranger into my life.
okay, but he did get interrupted, didn't he?
What?
Did your neighbor not?
No,
Oh, he
we had
already left.
yeah,
All right.
and we were fine because he was just an ice cream man offering kids bubble gum out of his big white van.
You're
Why don't see
lucky.
what's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
you're lucky.
No, but then if we did get kidnapped, she would have seen the act and come out and called the police, and I'd still be okay. So either way, that scenario went.
Hopefully, you are, as Zac Efron would say, the lucky one.
Well, excuse me for not knowing to take candy from strangers. I did it on Halloween every year, so I thought it was okay.
Little did Zach know, he wasn't gonna be okay for long.
All right, we can probably move on from this topic.
Yeah. Well,
I have a
What-
story that made me think of,
Well,
but
but-
I don't know if I can tell it.
Before we get started, I'd just like to thank everyone for the kind and loving support that we got from releasing the first episode of
Oh,
season
yeah.
2.
81 views on YouTube.
Yeah,
And
that's not bad.
That is our I don't know what to call it because it's not our maximum views, but it's
Yeah.
our
It's
strongest
Strongest
growth.
season
also
premiere.
almost
Yeah.
almost top viewed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it has potential to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt,
As
yeah.
if the algorithm picks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just looking at the camera and noticing how close Dylan is to that edge and how not close
Yeah, well,
you
you
are to
did
that.
tell me to scoot the camera.
I'm
over.
sorry,
I didn't
Zach.
scoot back like this.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful.
But yeah, I
Sorry.
was gonna say we should make a pact where we don't name drop anymore because
Please,
so it takes
please.
editing. So it's easier to edit.
Yeah.
So we don't have to edit, but then I drop Brent's name, but that's
Yes.
okay
That-
because we
first
didn't say,
names are always
Yeah.
okay.
But I also didn't say anything, not discriminatory,
But
because we never say stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Just not
defamating.
Deflammatory.
That's what I meant to say.
That's also.
Yeah.
Is that also?
I think so.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Either
know.
one.
That's good.
All
I'm
the
in,
D
I'm in
words.
college, so
Me too.
I do know.
Very
words.
college.
so
But yeah.
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 Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in.
Yeah, if you're just now tuning in, here's me meeting OJ Simpson for the first time. Dylan? Hey, Juice, what's up, dude?
How are you, young man?
Oh, dude, what's up?
How are you,
dude?
young
I'm a
man?
big fan.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's I've been a big fan for
Speak
years.
a little faster, please.
I've been a big fan for years.
I have to go somewhere.
Okay,
You want to come with?
yes,
They call
sir.
me the Juice. Did you know that?
I did. That's why I called you Juice
They call
when I
me
met.
the Juice. Did you know that?
Yes.
Wait.
So
The Juice could be loose once again. The Juice is loose right now.
Juice.
The
What
Juice
if-
is loose.
Juice, please let go of my hand.
What if?
Hey, Juice. Juice. Juice.
What if OJ?
Juice. I noticed that you were a sports player. Are you a fan of the Broncos? I didn't. That's not. I didn't. Juice.
The glove didn't fit, and it's not gonna fit again this time, is it?
Are you gonna write another book that says, "Yep, I did it"?
2 Electric Boogaloo.
And scene.
What if OJ was the one in the ice cream truck?
I think you'd know if it was OJ.
I didn't know what OJ looked like.
You don't know what O.J. Simpson looks like?
I didn't when I was like,
It wouldn't
That
be
age.
it wouldn't be abuse if it was from the juice.
Have you seen that show? That Netflix show? Or
Juice is
the
loose.
Zach, can you edit in a little ding right there when I wink at the camera?
Have you
"Oh, if
seen,
remind me.
Hey, over there.
Have you seen-
Hey,
sorry.
Peter Parker.
have you seen that show on Netflix that's like The People versus OJ or whatever?
I started the first episode and then fell asleep.
I watched all of it and I really enjoyed it.
I
I
bet.
think my parents watched it.
Ross
really
is
like-
in that.
I like true crime stuff a lot. Actually, last night
Ross, stop touching my butt, Ross. It's my Rachel impression. Ross, quit touching my beard. My butt is in
But
your
Rachel-
plate, Ross.
Monica said we could have sex, Rachel.
But Monica's my best friend, Ross.
And she said that we could have sex, Rachel.
You can't do that.
My friend Joey's Italian. You know sandwiches?
Ross.
Want to go sit on that couch we always sit on?
What is in this?
That was my David Swimmer impression.
what is in that?
34
All right,
ounces of
Dylan, what were you gonna do
taurine.
last night?
Oh,
Now back to this.
what do you know?
I don't know.
Who told you? No, I'm just kidding. I was watching making or no,
A murder.
no. It's I Am a Killer on Netflix.
What's that?
So it's super interesting because it's like a docu-series and each season's like 10 episodes long, and each episode a killer, like a convicted murderer, tells the story of the murder they committed.
Ooh.
And it's bonkers.
Oh, I think you told
because
me about that a
yeah,
while
the
ago, didn't
season
you?
2 just came out.
Okay.
First episode. This lady killed her boyfriend because he apparently asked her to. And so she did it. She killed him.
Wait, a dude killed her boy?
No. Okay, so
She killed the boyfriend.
she killed the boyfriend
That's-
because the boyfriend asked her to.
Oh God.
And
She's
she
like,
did it in the
"Okay."
middle of a Walmart parking lot, and she
Oh.
strangled him to death.
Oh,
The,
come
the-
on.
The,
The worst way
bonkers
to
part.
go.
The bonkers part
worst,
is that
It's not
the-
a great way to go.
the mom and stepdad of the guy are now like best friends with the girl because they're like super Christian, and they're like, well,
Yeah.
God forgives me, and that means I must forgive my son's murderer. So it literally
I don't
showed
think that's how Christianity
it
works.
showed footage of them Skyping the gal.
So it was like an episode of Catfish.
Dude, it was so weird. And like the stepdad at one point was like, hey, because the girl's name was Lindsay.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, Lindsay, why don't you go ahead and sing us a song?
a
And then
hymn.
she fucking sang a song for them over Skype
Oh God.
while she was in prison.
Oh, she was in prison.
Yeah, she's in
Oh.
prison.
Oh well, good.
But she's in Montana. And in Montana,
They got
after
the
you
worst
serve
Montego Bay.
a certain portion of your sentence, after you serve like a fourth of your sentence, and if
Yeah.
you have good behavior, you can like get out.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
Hmm.
she'll probably only be in prison for like
Oh,
15
well,
years
good for her.
Oh.
for strangling someone.
and
to death.
then
In
the
the
juice
middle
will be
of a Walmart.
loose.
in a
OJ
sense,
2.
in a sense, yes. But that's a good show.
That is a good
Yeah.
show.
It's so.
And by I don't know why, dude. What the fuck is in this,
Dude, can I tell you about this other episode?
Please.
So in season 1, there's this guy, and he like murdered his wife while he was high.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I've been working to get better in prison here. I've been doing,
Yeah.
Push-ups.
he's like,
Yeah.
I've been
Those
trying to
push-ups.
improve my life and stuff.
Getting
And
a
then,
six pack.
dude,
I'd hope so.
and then the documentarians showed him like interviews with the gal's family that he killed, right?
Yeah.
And the like mom and sisters were like, yeah, we still don't forgive him. And then at the end, there was a super unsettling part where the guy was like, it's really unfortunate that they say that because I've been trying to improve myself in prison. I'm gonna get out one day. Dude, it's so crazy, dude. I was like,
hey,
dude, I don't know if you're gonna get out after
hey,
this.
maybe we shouldn't, guys, maybe we
Hey,
shouldn't
I
let
don't
him
know
out.
if we should have used this guy as a.
Maybe not the best example.
We should probably go, honestly.
We can scrap a couple of episodes if they don't seem okay.
The budget's pretty high, so I think we're good.
Man.
Yep. But
That's
let's
interesting.
move on to another topic.
Well, I was just gonna say that on the topic of docuseries, Zach and I watched at least 7 episodes of Nathan For You. Have you watched that show?
You would like
Oh my God, Dylan, you would love it.
It's a docu-series or a mock?
It's a mocky-series.
Docu,
For those who haven't heard, this is a 100%
Nathan For
recommendation. Nathan For You.
Nathan, if
it's
you're
a
watching.
It's a. I doubt it.
What?
It's a Comedy Central series where Nathan Fielder. Oh my God, Zach.
Outfielder?
I'm just emphasizing what you were saying.
Nathan.
See, you just say it at the same time. Hey, Zach.
Would you rather me echo it?
Hey, Zach. Zach. I like M&M's. Hey, Zach. I like Monster.
This feels
Hey,
like an
Zach.
elementary school class.
Hey, Zach. My name is Zach, and I want to kiss
Boys. Uh-oh.
All right, Nathan For You. How's that going?
Nathan Fielder, a comedian,
Comedian.
goes around to local businesses. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Goes around to local businesses in LA and like offers them help to like grow their business. But
Yeah.
he's a comedian, so he doesn't know anything about business.
That's
so
funny.
so in the first episode, he goes to this frozen yogurt shop and he's like, What's the best way to draw business to your business? Controversy. So what I'm telling you to do is make a poop flavored frozen yogurt. and he like does the work. He goes to a flavor lab and has them design something that would taste like poop but doesn't have poop in it. And he gets like a bunch of people off the street to come in and try the poop flavor. And there's even like this kid who he's like, "What flavor did you get?" And he's like, "I got a vanilla cupcake, strawberry explosion, and the poop flavor." And he's like, "How is it?" And he's like, "It's disgusting."
That's so fucked up,
Dude, and like the
I got poo. I got strawberry. I got vanilla, and I got
the
poo.
poop, and I got the poop.
I got
Yeah, but
poop.
like, it's funny.
Dude, it's so good, and he's just such a good deadpan guy that I think you'd love it.
I probably would. Yeah,
I honestly,
So
after
you
this, we
guys.
should probably watch an episode.
We should.
Because it's 20 minutes long.
We should.
So you
we
perfect
should.
timing.
Yes or no questions.
We should.
We should.
We should.
We should.
We should.
We should. So yeah,
Nathan?
Nathan, for you, go watch it. It's on Hulu. So yeah.
Yes, Dylan.
Yes, Dylan?
I was gonna. I texted in the group chat yesterday a topic I wanted to say.
Did you?
Yes. About Boy
Yes.
Scouts.
Oh, did you guys
Oh.
hear the news?
Very untimely because
Yes, it was
Months
by this
old at
point,
this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, not months. Month.
couple. Yeah.
It's month old
month
at
old.
this point.
Yeah.
The Boy Scouts of America
Hey, boys
Have-
and Girl Scouts now.
Well,
have
that's not what
filed
the article said.
for bankruptcy after a slew of sexual misconduct.
What was
something.
it about?
So,
Like thousands.
so how does
Somewhere in
I
that
guess
somewhere in that ballpark.
this might sound like a dumb question, but how does like that directly correlating to them filing for bankruptcy?
Because people, okay, so you have to, parents have to pay
Mhm.
for their kids to be in Boy Scouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there are creepy
Plus,
scoutmasters that are leading these troops of Boy Scouts,
Mhm.
they're not gonna pay for their kids to be in that.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's why they're losing money.
Also, thousands
also-
of dollars of lawsuits.
And also,
Thousands.
And also, no one like likes Boy Scouts anymore. Like,
Exactly.
no one really does
like,
it.
there's
Yeah.
a lot that goes into it too. There's like uniforms,
Yep.
patches you have to buy,
Oh my
like
God, dude.
the handbook.
I can't imagine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
You know, I don't want to judge it because I've never been in it.
Yep.
But
I
I
can-
mean,
I
I
can-
wouldn't say that it's
No,
the
I can-
worst thing in the world for Boy Scouts to shut down.
You can judge it
'Cause I've heard a
'cause
lot of
Dylan and I
bad
have
stories.
Both been in it. I mean, it
Yes.
was fun while I was in it because it's mostly just like a thing to.
but you
Hang
only
out with your
did Cub
friend.
Scouts.
I think.
Not to point at you. Not to point any fingers.
I
Nice.
think you got 4 pointing back at yourself or
Okay.
3.
Sorry.
But like I think I might have just gotten into Boy Scouts and then I was like, nah, I'm out. Because I think
Yeah.
I was in like 6th grade. I was like, I can't be in Boy Scouts in 6th grade. I don't want to
Because-
be. I don't want to be a total lame.
I don't want to be gay.
Because
Right?
because
We
Cub
love gay
Scouts
people.
Cub Scouts was fun.
You do? Sex gay.
We love gay
This is
people.
a comedy show.
Dude, are you crying?
No, shut up.
What the fuck?
Okay.
No, Cub Scouts was fun.
Yeah, because it's basically just a hangout with your friends.
Dude, and it's like
And
the meetings
fudge
are once a
around.
month.
Go to camp
And-
and like throw axes and shit. Like
Dude,
it's fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
like,
pretty
and you
fun.
only have to go to camp like twice a year. Now, Boy Scouts,
I have some bad camp stories though. I
Oh,
think I
I
might
do
have told
too.
some on the podcast.
we
but
did, yeah. I don't remember what
A
episode,
while
but
ago.
yeah, almost a year ago by this point. But
Wait, guys, we're almost at our 1 year anniversary of the
we-
Yeah.
podcast. That's crazy.
Like release or like start recording.
Well, definitely. Wait, did we start recording before Minnesota?
the first day we recorded was March 11th.
Okay. Yeah, you already told me this like last week, and I already forgot.
That's fine. But
I'm
like,
just coughing.
I
Put them in a
Just
cup.
boy things.
I have a strong stance regarding Boy Scouts. Having been in Boy Scouts and having reached the second highest rank
Mm.
in Boy Scouts, Boy Scotch tape,
Nice.
which was a Life Scout. I see it as I'm very anti Boy Scout these days.
yeah.
For many reasons. Personally, I think it's a waste of time
No one
for
wants
kids.
to buy your damn popcorn. If I want some
dude.
popcorn,
No,
I'm
that
gonna go to.
popcorn sucks.
Honestly.
I'm gonna go
That
to High
popcorn is
V and
not
buy some
good.
popcorn.
You trying to
And-
compete with the goddamn Girl Scouts, but
Dude,
it's
yeah.
not
You
working.
can't.
It's like girls
You
have
can't.
cookies, boys
Dude,
will have popcorn.
In what world
yeah.
would you see a Girl Scout table on one side of the store and a Boy Scout table on
I've
the
seen
other
it.
side of the store
I swear to
And
God.
go
and
for the
go for the
popcorn.
Boy Scouts?
But it's
Dude,
It's like,
To
come
be honest,
on.
I'm not gonna go for the Girl Scouts either because like
I'd go for
I-
the Girl
I
Girl
can-
I'd
Scouts.
go.
Yeah.
you can
Yes.
get those cookies like the Keebler cookies though, and they're the exact same thing.
But
All right,
but
Keebler
peanut butter patties in
Thin Mints,
tossed
bro.
in the fridge, dude.
Yeah,
Thin
but you
Mints in
can
the
get
fridge.
those
That's a cream
not
dream.
from Girl Scouts.
No, not
That's a
Thin
wet
Mints,
dream.
bro. They don't make.
Who likes Thin Mints?
Fucking I
they're-
do.
I
I
like
mean, they're
Thin
like
Mints.
all right, but I honestly, there's no one Girl Scout cookie that I love.
Okay.
Dude, okay, peanut butter patties I would do many
Those
things
are pretty
for.
good.
A
Oh.
slew of things.
I used to like what are they called now? Coconut Delights,
Yeah,
Those are good.
because
know
they
what-
used to be called Samoas, but that's not appropriate anymore.
You know the ones I don't like?
So I'm glad I said it on
Oh,
the podcast.
attack.
You know the ones I don't like?
What?
The lemon ones.
Those ones aren't bad.
I'm
I'm like equally on the same for all of
You know
them.
what's weird?
Shortbreads are called something weird.
Thanks a lot.
No.
Wait, that's a different one.
Yeah, it's a different one.
Shortbreads have like a weird second name.
I don't mind.
Because they
short-
all kind of have a weird second
they
name.
changed a couple.
What's weird is that I used to be of like the picky sort food wise, but honestly, like there isn't a single flavor that I'm not okay with. You know?
Trefoils.
Yeah, I would
No.
probably eat them
That's what
all.
they're called.
I would, but
Yeah.
there are some that I would buy boxes of, and some that I would just have casually if they're offered.
I mean, I'm
Honestly,
not
even,
one
like,
to go out
shortbreads
and
are
buy
just
cookies.
good. Like
Yeah.
just the plainish ones.
And I do buy more box than an architect, so
Nice.
yeah, I'm like Ted Mosby.
Yeah, you know,
nice.
I'm usually not one to go out and like buy desserts. Like this box of candy was like the first
That we
dessert.
just bought.
The first dessert that's not. I like that I pointed this because I didn't want to show the brand.
Even though I turned out my monster a little bit ago
That's
on
all right.
purpose.
That's all right. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not a sponsor.
But but like, what was I saying?
You don't buy desserts.
I don't buy desserts unless it's ice cream
Yeah.
because like I don't
too.
know, it just feels wrong.
Yeah, when I eat like a lot of candy, then I'm like, man, I don't feel very
Who
good.
who buys a whole package of Oreos by themselves and doesn't feel icky when you get home and
Dude, I
take
don't
it out of
know.
the bag?
I don't know.
Because like every single time I do it, I'm like, I shouldn't.
You dirty
shouldn't.
boy.
Dude, and like
I shouldn't have done.
there are
this.
like some parts of my diet that I just need to change.
yeah,
Like I've been like I have this 24
Mm.
pack of Coke sitting behind Ben.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I've finished most of it, and I've had it for like a month.
that's good.
But,
That's,
like-
that's the good way to have Coke.
Right.
And right beside
I
that,
just
I have
feel
a
like
24
I just
pack of
don't.
Mellow
I
Yellow.
just feel kind of gross whenever I drink Coke. Like, dude,
Oh.
like now, like when I
I
was a
can't
kid,
do it,
When I was in like 6th grade and I went to Disney World and all I drank for like 7 days was Coke.
dude.
felt
Honestly,
Dude, seriously, I drank so much Coca-Cola. It was
Yeah.
not even funny. But like, but that you can have things when you're a kid and not
Oh.
really like feel the
Yeah.
effects
oh
of it.
yeah.
But like now, I just feel like a goddamn slug.
I could only
Yeah.
have soda on weekends.
I used to only be able to
That's
drink
so-
Sprite.
That's so weird
And I
how
could
like
only have fast food. It used to be every other weekend,
my
like we would get fast food or whatever, like
Yeah.
on Fridays. Then it turned to every Friday or whatever. But yeah, that's just how I
That's
was
good.
raised correctly.
yeah.
And you weren't. I'm just kidding.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
I
You
remember
know, we should just end this whole.
I used to
think
not
I'm
be
done.
able to say Burger King, so I used to say Booger King.
Dude, that's every kid. I used to not be able to say 3. I used to say free.
I couldn't say.
Because-
I couldn't say my
Really?
sister's name.
But like I could say everything else fine. It was just free. Like how many
It's like those TurboTax commercials.
yeah.
Free, free, free.
F-R-E-E-S, spelled
Free.
I don't understand why that's funny.
I don't watch
I couldn't-
commercials, so I
I
didn't
couldn't say
understand.
They're
my
usually like
I was just
ads
speaking your
on
language.
YouTube.
It was.
So
It was
what's
a
going on over here?
It was a
Yeah.
while. It was a while ago.
I think we should probably check back in with Zach. What's going on?
I'm just saying.
He's just having his own conversation.
But my sister's name is Haley, and I couldn't say
Name
Haley. I
drop.
said,
We just talked about the name
Dude,
drop
come on,
rule.
Zach.
I'm so sorry. But I used to say Harry. Harry.
Howie.
I said
Harry.
Harry.
Howie
I couldn't say my R's and my L's, so I had to go to speech class like a little loser.
Did you actually have speech class?
Yeah,
There were only 2 people in my grade that had to have speech
they
class.
were idiots.
And we talk about one of them all the time on this podcast.
Dude, honestly.
Alright.
So this is a topic that I wasn't
More like a
planning on
bottom
talking
pig.
about, but it has just been bugging me this entire time that we've been recording.
Yep.
Okay, so you know when you're in a group chat that's like for one specific purpose,
Like planning
Like-
a party.
or in a work group chat,
Or a RoomBoiz.
Not-
group chat.
not
Just kidding, that's
specific.
for anything.
dude, honestly, and
Pay
that's a good.
$1,000 a month, and we'll invite you to the RoomBoiz group chat.
Yeah, join.
Pay our rent and we'll invite you to the
Honestly,
Except
yes.
we'll make a fake one, and we won't tell you. We'll say it's
It'll
We'll just
be a different
occasionally,
one. Yeah.
once a day, we'll send something
Yeah.
as if it's the real one.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
But when you're in a group chat and it's it's supposed to be for something like, I don't know, work, and
Just something.
and someone
Poor
not
Angela.
very.
I don't want to name names. I don't think I've said the name of anyone that I work with. No, I haven't.
I think I only know the name of one person.
and
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Wait.
because I talk about her all the time.
There's this guy who just
Not
talks
for
in
any reason.
limericks.
Oh my god. And someone asks a question that's
wanna
school
get
related, and I'm not in medical school, so I have received hold on, I'm going to show Zach first.
Me.
Scrolling worths of text messages,
Oh my gosh.
and one just popped up of text messages, and it's 11 o'clock. So if I wasn't recording a podcast right now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wouldn't be sleeping. But if I were trying to fall asleep, this would annoy the living Christ out of me.
Yeah.
I would just
Christ
be an
is
atheist
risen.
again.
Christ is risen.
And by again, I mean I'm not. What the fuck is in this? So
I'm
yeah.
just weird.
Nice.
I've learned to
Nice.
grow. I've grown to learn how weird I am, and that's all I want to say.
'Kay.
Moving on.
Yeah, because Zach, whenever we watch How I Met Your Mother and you say, "Hi, Ben," in the middle of us watching it, and I have to look over and be like, "What?" and,
And
then you're just continuing watching. So I'm like, "What the
You're
fuck?"
like,
I feel like there
And
are.
then every time something happens, I'm like, I stand up and dance a little bit.
I like how our joke of us saying, "Hey, Zach Hill, you want to come over to a party at my house and kiss?" just turned into your normal voice whenever you're excited, because now I just hear, "Yay!"
Wait, do you remember when we went to the Tiny Moving Parts concert?
Oh
And you were like,
Hey, Dylan Lessing.
Wait.
My name's Dylan Mathiasen. You want to come up on stage and play a song with us?
It's like the best part about that was like, hey, Dylan Lessing.
No.
Did it stop recording?
Go up and check. Go up and check. Go up and
Well,
check.
how
Go,
do
go,
I-
go, go.
Hey, pretty
Yeah,
little
just press the record button again.
mockingbird.
We have a
Keep
stand-in.
singing
Sorry,
them
guys.
sad, sad
New camera.
song. There's already rain on
All right.
you.
How
But
long have
yeah.
you been recording?
I thought
28
it was
minutes.
funny.
That's
I
weird. I
thought
wonder
it
when
was
it stopped
funny.
then.
Well, I mean, it stops around 30 minutes.
Oh, just random.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No,
Um,
it's fine.
I believe the exact quote was, "Hey, Dylan, imagine Dylan Mathiasen goes on stage and says, 'Hey, Dylan Lessing, you you want to come on stage and play a song
It's
with
just such a
us?
funny way to say my last name.
Hey, Dylan Lessig.
It's not Dylan Lessig, it's Dylan Lessig.
Dylan
It's like
Lessig.
when people say Taco Bell.
Most
instead of
people-
Taco Bell.
or ice cream
Most
cone.
people do not say it right, and I don't care.
Dylan.
Yeah, it's not that big.
It's not a big deal,
No.
but like I've noticed, like most people
More
just like kind of get it wrong most.
More
of the
like
time.
Dylan Morig.
Someone in
Okay.
fucking 4th grade said that shit to me, and I told him to shut up, and then I had to sit in the safe seat.
Dude.
They started it.
That's what I told the
More
teacher.
like Ben.
At least that's what I told the teacher.
Line.
No, that one wasn't good. I won't give you the credit for that one.
Ben, you
More
said you
like
had
Zach Mountain.
More like All right.
more like
That's
Zach
your-
Mound.
Zach. If there were to be
More
a
like
porn
Zach
name for you,
Valley.
if
Zach
there were to be a
Mountain.
porn star name for you, it would be Zach Mountain.
Okay.
I'll take
How'd
it.
you know?
You said you had questions.
Oh, I have lots of questions.
Last
You should
time.
get.
You
You
wanna
should
dive
say
into
one.
them?
You should say
Dude.
one.
I was gonna give them to you so you guys had time to
Yeah, well,
prepare.
That's fine.
I do
But
have
just
one.
be
like-
on your feet.
We like raw reactions.
Be on your feet. Okay. And we're back.
Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody. That was good. Thank you. Thank
I
you,
thought
Dylan.
Ben was gonna kill me for a second.
Oh, I was gonna
It's not
wrap
my
my.
fault someone put my
Why don't you-
microphone
why
inside.
don't you-
my
It's your fault. You
Why don't
stood up.
Why don't you?
Well, you
why don't
told
you,
me
Why don't
to.
you? Why don't you get into one of those questions, shall we?
Zach and I just start fist fighting. That'd be-
You?
What if I was full?
What if you just reached over and punched Zach in the face like full force? What if you grabbed
Oh.
Zach's water bottle and chucked it
What
at
if
his
I
head?
grabbed him by the ears and kissed him on the mouth?
I've seen you
Well, that
do
was a
it.
strange turn of reaction.
Anyway,
There was a weird comeback.
it was a very weird comeback.
Oh,
The comeback kid.
So, this
First
first
question.
question comes from me.
Okay.
As do
And
all
these
of
are all
them.
questions that I was listening to my favorite podcast, the Gus and Eddie podcast, and I didn't steal these
sorry.
questions. These were questions inspired by questions that they were answering because I listened to 3 episodes while I was working today. So
Wow, this sounds so much better with headphones on.
honestly, so this first question. Honestly, I don't even know. This wasn't even inspired by him. This
Yetis.
this
Sorry.
it's all good. This says if someone asks you out and you're not attracted to them, should you say yes for the experience or politely say no because you're not interested?
Well, I personally think you should say no.
Yeah. What do you think, Zach?
I would say it depends.
Because that is literally like the cause of a lot of frustrations
That's true.
for like even us, like with personal
Yes.
experience. Like,
Yeah.
Because if I ask a girl out and she doesn't think I'm attractive, I guess I don't really want her to say yes because then it
It's
just
not
feels
gonna
like
go
you're
anywhere.
Kind of being led on.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just a huge letdown.
I feel
But
like
I could kind of see both ways though.
I can't.
the reason I asked this question is because
Ben,
well,
I have
'cause-
something to ask you.
Well, I was thinking like I don't know, that must be the cause for a lot of bad relationships recently. Or not like recently, but like in modern times because like I feel like in the age where anyone can ask someone out online, there has to be like a ton of relationships where they get into them and then like at the beginning they realize that they're not very into them and then they just stay on for too long and it's like what are you doing? Not to not to convince any of you to break up with your significant others. If you're happy right now, go ahead and stay with them. But this was
But
just
it-
my observation.
It also it depends how not attracted.
I mean,
Exactly.
That sounds
if you're
shallow,
like
but,
genuinely like repulsed.
Well, here's the thing. If you're in a relationship and you're not happy, break up.
yeah.
Yes.
But if you're happy and you weren't,
No,
I
clap
mean,
your
and that's the
hands.
whole thing is that like you can always grow to like someone. I mean, if you don't find them attractive initially, you can always become attracted to them
like
That's just-
personality wise and stuff, and then it
Yeah.
all mixes together.
Eventually, yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, I mean, situations can definitely change, but I would just say like if that's like the only context I was given when
Yeah.
asked that question, I would say
Yeah.
you should say no.
Yeah.
However, I know there are like other situations. Pore Hemplo, there's this vlog, or there are these two vloggers that I watch, and they are married, and I watched this like video one time of them like talking about, because they like dated for like, I don't know, like 3 weeks or something like that. But like months before that, the girl had asked the guy out and the guy wasn't interested. But then later on, the guy was interested and then the girl became interested. So all this stuff. So like, I don't know, situations can be different.
yeah.
If that made
Depends.
any sense.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
about it now, and if a girl just came up to me and said, like, asked me out or like asked for my Snapchat, because I feel like that's different.
Well, no, it wouldn't be coming up to you at random. It would be like you've been talking, but you're not interested,
Oh.
and she's like, I
Why am
want
I
to
talking
take
to her
you out on
then?
it. Well, because you're a nice person.
Okay. Then I guess, well, that's hard to decline someone that you've been talking to.
Yeah, not like talking to, just like you're friends, so you have
okay.
conversations. Which, yeah, that's another whole thing, is that like, I don't know. I saw this quote the other day that was like, respecting women isn't only talking to women that you're attracted to, which like very deep, because I know
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
a
kind of
lot of guys that I know do that, and it's like, dude, come on.
but it's also like there are probably girls that do that too.
Well, yeah, of course,
Like
Yeah.
all the
everyone,
time. Yeah, it goes both
it's
ways.
just not going to
yeah.
be in a way that like I'm not going to necessarily flirt with someone that I don't find attractive.
Yeah,
Even though everyone is attractive in their own way. If
Yeah.
I don't find them attractive, then you can't get mad at me for not like
true.
being
Here's-
like
Here's another question: is it fair? Were you gonna say something?
no.
Oh,
That was just my answer to your question.
okay. Is it fair to claim that someone is flirting with you when you haven't been? Like, if you're the one talking to them and they're like, "But you've been flirting with me for months," it's like, is it fair for them to say that if you haven't been? Because like
Wait.
things can always be taken different ways, but it's like,
so you have been wait,
so like you're trying to maintain a friendship with them,
okay. Oh, and they think you're
and
flirting.
they think you're flirting.
Oh, okay.
But you're just being a nice person.
Yeah.
And they're like, "But you were flirting with me for months. That's not fair."
Now, I don't know how to flirt. So I feel like this could be something that could maybe happen to me.
True.
I don't know.
And I
But
mean,
probably
yeah,
not,
It
honestly.
could happen to anyone.
It could, yeah. I mean, I just genuinely do not know how to flirt. So, wait, what's
So-
the question?
So she'd be
Well,
like, "Well, you're flirting with me," and you're like, "I am."
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I strive to be a nice guy, but I always fear that something I say is going to come off as flirting.
Yeah, I guess that's just never happened to me, so I've never had to think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these
Rare
situations have
scenarios.
never happened to me, so I've just never had to
True.
think about it.
I like that this podcast
guess-
went from a very funny episode to relationship advice.
I don't think any of us can really give relationship advice.
I mean, I
You
think
do-
I think
anyone
I
can
could
give
give it.
relationship advice.
Yeah,
I
Even
think-
if you haven't been in a relationship. That's not 100% true.
you can still
I
give
don't
the
know if
advice.
that's-
It might not be good.
anyone can give advice.
I think
yes,
that-
you can give advice.
I would like to think that I'm at least
but
like, half
it's
decent
probably,
at it.
if you haven't been in a relationship, it's not credible.
Yeah,
Your
you
credibility is
have
not
less
there.
credibility.
Did you
Honestly,
cite
yeah,
your
because
sources? Is
because
is the article up to date?
before I had relationships in high school, I used to give advice all the time, and after being in relationships, I realized I wasn't great. Because I think a while ago I realized, like, man, I just don't give advice as much as I used to in high school. But then I realized, man, I was fucking stupid in high school.
You know what? You know what would be a fun game?
What's up?
Like if we thought back to our first relationships,
Relationships, yes.
and we like at the very beginning.
We described them all in detail on the
And
podcast.
who they were and name drop.
Yep, name
drop.
full
Everything
names,
we did,
everyone.
How our first date.
Yes.
Yep.
This
This just
is gonna
becomes
be
a
a long
therapy
one.
Ooh,
podcast.
actually, okay.
It's a 4-hour
Can I
podcast.
offer
Joe
two
Rogan.
things?
Yes, sir.
We can either give that younger
We're just
version
warning
of
you
our-
guys. If you want to take a break right now, this is going to be a long one. Not too long, but longer. We're just going to give you a full episode.
Yeah.
Let's just say that this is an episode with a bonus episode, and we're giving you a free bonus episode to go subscribe to our Patreon
Yes.
right now at
I like
Patreon,
this.
patreon.com/RoomBoiz.
Yes,
Even though
honestly.
it's not even the bonus
Yeah.
episode yet.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Um,
You will miss the later part because I still
Yeah.
have some boisterous questions. So
Yeah.
patreon.com/RoomBoiz, $1. That's cheaper than a goddamn cup of coffee. Go subscribe right now.
he's right.
And
Keep going.
yeah, and get episodes like this all the effing time.
So, I was thinking we could either give our past self like a piece of advice,
Ooh, that's so smart.
or
Sorry.
well, not here. I love feet.
Man, this is like the. I just
The
want.
feed episode.
Sorry, continue what you're gonna say.
or we could describe our first date. Tell the story of it.
I have.
Okay, so-
I don't really remember.
I remember in
I
detail.
like
I'd have
this.
to think about
What
it.
I
It's
was
a
gonna
bad
say
memory.
while you were saying
and
that
I'm sorry.
is that this episode is gonna be like the Room Boys sleepover. Like the camera is like the new person that we invited.
I
and
feel like a lot of
So
episodes
we
are
have
like
to-
the Room
so we
Boys.
have
yeah,
to look
true.
in his-
Honestly,
we have
this
to
is
look in
Room
their
Boys After
eyes.
Dark.
Yeah.
We have to look
Yeah.
in their eyes.
We're gonna play Spin the Bottle later.
I hope I
Yeah.
don't get to kiss new guy over here. I would hate that.
ASMR. You're the new guy at the party.
My mom bought us Mountain Dew Code Red.
What? I can only have that on the weekends.
At my
It's a
house, you can have
Wednesday
it whenever
night.
you want.
Can we play Connectimals later? But don't tell my sister.
We can play Xbox Metallica. That has songs with bad words, and my mom said I can't play it, but we can play it here,
It's my
right?
dad's.
It's my dad's.
Yeah, Dylan, I
It's
like
locked
your
up in
idea.
his
Which
porn
one?
club.
Which one should we do?
I mean, I feel like buyer's choice.
Buyer's choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I should
Buyer's
choose.
remorse.
No.
Each one of
Oh,
us chooses.
Choose which
Oh,
one you're
okay.
more comfortable with.
Because
Sure.
if you guys chose the date one, I wouldn't remember.
Exactly.
Not that it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But if I
I kind of want to do
No.
both.
Yeah, I kind of want to
can't
do both
really
too.
remember.
Yeah.
Try to remember. Like you could even do like one of the earliest dates you remember.
Okay. This is good. Well, but don't
my
go
God.
first. You don't have to go first. Dylan?
No.
I
Okay.
just have a bad memory. This is in no way against the people.
Bad memory being
It's
his
just-
memory is
yes.
bad, not
Yes.
that
Yeah,
it was a
that-
bad memory.
Yeah, my memory is,
I have
is
bad
poor.
memory.
I want another game fuel.
Honestly,
My
same.
memory,
Yeah.
game fuel.
Okay, so for my first date ever,
Yeah.
I was 16,
Okay.
Aw.
and I know, pretty old.
no, that's not.
No, I was the same age actually.
Were you
I
really?
might have
Yeah.
been. No,
Nice.
I was like probably 15. What up?
All right.
I'm
We're just
sorry.
turning you
Okay.
down.
You turn my mic
Dude,
down.
just wait. Just wait until I have another interface with 3 inputs.
and honestly, I'm only 20, so this wasn't that long ago.
4
but
years.
4 years.
Do the math.
I'm sorry.
yeah, but so we saw.
That's his slogan.
So we met on Snapchat,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I was pretty into it right away.
Yeah, of course.
Because it was like, you're young and you've never experienced like it's like I hadn't really experienced like a girl being
Yeah.
interested in me before, so
Yeah.
it was just like super cool.
Dude,
you know?
it's a cool experience.
Like just the memory of it, that feeling of nostalgia. But we went to so we I don't remember who asked who out, but we we went to see a movie.
Sorry,
We decided we were gonna go see Suicide Squad
dude.
because we hadn't seen neither of us had
That's-
seen it yet. It had,
that's a
I
good
think
one.
it had been out for a while.
That's
actually,
so funny.
yeah,
Because we had our first dates so close to each other.
yeah. I'm sure we did. I don't doubt that for a
Within
second.
like at least a month or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so I picked her up from our high school,
Mm-hmm.
and drove to the local AMC where I don't know, you might have been
I was
working there.
definitely working at the time.
Yeah.
Did you see each other? You're like, hey, that's the kid from my drama 1 class.
No, I wouldn't have recognized him.
Yeah. Because we first realized we remembered each other from drama 1 class while we were working at Toys R Us, but
Yeah.
that's a story for another time. But so we went there and
And I didn't believe you.
you're not that kid. So we went to the AMC, and I don't know, it was pretty cute. I was super nervous. I was I was shivering, dude. I was
Aw.
so nervous, dude. I was like shaking driving my fucking car. Like,
Dude, honestly.
and this was like right after I got my first car.
Yeah.
And it was super embarrassing because I didn't really fully know how to drive stick shift yet. So I was like squeaking and shit and like installing the car and shit, which, dude, that happens so often. But yeah, I was nervous. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
And
I might have been 14.
Dylan, you should keep your mic right there.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
that was it. We just saw the movie and then I was like,
Did you hold hands?
no, I was like, should I?
Dude,
But
didn't.
like, what?
Dang.
I said, dude, I didn't.
No, I didn't either. But
Yeah.
I was super nervous, and then
Did
I
you
was
put your
like,
hand in the under the popcorn bucket?
And then she goes and she's like, ah!
You just like,
But
Give me your fingers.
yeah, I just remember like I drove her home and I kept fucking up the drive home because I kept turning at the wrong places because I was nervous, and so I eventually got her there,
Yeah.
and I drove home, and I was so exhausted after that because of how much I like. It's almost like my body had just like shook so much.
Yeah. Really
that I was just so gassed. Like it was
yes,
I was so
absolutely
tired.
gassed.
And but for advice wise, for my first
For
my-
yourself.
Wait,
for
is it for a
Just
relationship or
Before
just
you
dating
start your
advice?
first relationship,
Yes.
advice for yourself.
yes,
Okay.
advice I would have given myself. I probably would say, Dylan, 16-year-old Dylan, please, for your own sake, just try to sleep a little bit more.
Oh God.
You
dude.
know,
Yeah.
just try and get
good.
more than 5 hours of sleep every night.
And that goes to you guys too. Do
Yeah.
that. Get more than 5 hours of sleep a night
yeah,
if
so
you
that's
can control it.
And
Yeah.
don't be afraid to.
What is it?
Like,
Your turn.
obviously.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Are we-
is this the
are we
Is this
going
the Zach? Do you think
zigzagging?
you're funny podcast?
Hey, Zach, do you think you're funny?
Don't be afraid just because obviously you want to talk to that person,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
don't be
Don't stay
scared
up.
to, because I definitely stayed up too, but I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes it was my fault. But I don't know if they wanted to sleep or not. But don't be scared to be like, okay, I know we're talking and stuff. But I got a sleepy poo.
Man, I
Yes.
remember when I thought 1 a.m. was late.
You guys stay
Anyway.
up till 1 a.m. like every night.
That's what I'm
I think
saying,
the
dude.
average is 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Well,
Yeah.
average is 2. You go to bed at 2. I lay in my bed until 3:30 and then fall asleep.
And then wake up at 10.
We always get up at the same time too.
Yeah, and it pisses me off.
Because Ben always has to pee.
Well, I always take a little bit longer than you. You just hop right in the shower, and I'm like, well, sink's open.
Sings on. Except for today.
Soup's on.
What's so?
Now you tell
So
us.
this is a
You,
story-
now you
I
tell
think
us.
I have
This
good
is the story
advice.
of my first date.
Did I
Um,
ask?
I don't want to go.
Who's asking?
Who's asking?
I don't want to go too in depth.
Don't.
So, the person I was dating was the younger sister of one of my friends, who I had met because she was the girlfriend of one of. Yeah, this is too in depth. So anyway, I had known her, and so I think I asked her out over Instagram because we hadn't talked in person. So
I respect it. I respect it.
okay, yeah. So
That's a bold move.
I've
so
good
I
advice.
drove to her house, and I get there,
I have done that before.
and the person that I knew, not the person I was asking out on a date, jumped up and scared the living shit out of me from my car window. Like I was just like sitting there, like, oh my god.
Oh
And then
my
they,
God.
and then they jumped up and scared the shit out of me.
That's so funny.
And then they were just talking to me and like, hey, how's it going? What are your intentions for tonight? And I'm like,
No, nothing.
going to see a film at the AMC, the American Multi-Cinema Theater at 8:30
Is that really what that
p.m.
stands for?
Yeah,
I
actually.
didn't
At
know that.
0800 hours. Wait, no. At
I will
20
return with your
20
daughter
hours.
at 2300 hours. Please don't punch me.
Please don't kick me.
So I picked her up and we drove and we talked. I didn't look at her once because I was too nervous to not look at the road and also look at her. And I think I ran a red light because I was
Dude.
so nervous.
We've had similar
So it
experiences,
doesn't really
bro.
matter
Yeah.
that you weren't looking at her because you ran a red light anyway.
Yeah, because I was looking at the road, but I wasn't looking at the light. So the light was yellow and I was going, but the light was yellow before I hit the like crosswalk line, which means that it's okay. It's not. But then we got to the movie theater and for some odd reason I decided that the most romantic first date movie was X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, I love that one.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
but our choices were that or Jungle Book, and I'm pretty sure we
You
were
chose wrong.
well. We were waiting for her parents to decide. Yes, you can go out with this complete stranger that we've never met before. So we didn't see Jungle Book, and honestly, like it wasn't that bad. But then, like, I think I drove her home after, and like we didn't talk much. But it wasn't like an awkward silence. It was like a good silence, you know?
Yeah.
It was like,
I know we didn't
we
really
don't-
talk because we saw a movie, but
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there wasn't much talking at all. But then I dropped her off and
we
all
were
that.
like,
And was like, all right, have a good night. And then I drove home.
it's fun to stay.
But yeah, advice I would give to myself, I'd say calm down. There are girls out there that do like you, so you don't need to freak out. And also, it's okay to end things when it feels like they need to end.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, mister. I don't know what to say.
No,
Mister, I don't
know
remember my first
my first date, but
But
I
yeah.
remember.
Well, you have to say a date story, otherwise we have to end the podcast.
Well, I have more to elaborate on. So, are you done, Ben?
I don't know.
Yes.
That's
Does
very
that
good.
satisfy the requirements of the
So-
assignment? I don't think so.
So, my
Sorry.
first date
Yep.
was with a girl that I was friends with already.
Yes.
And so, a lot of times when you were in middle school / high school, it was high school,
Huh.
you like a girl just because, not just because you're friends already, but a lot of times you can be friends and then you will start dating them just because it's like, oh, I like you, you like me, let's
Yeah.
date. And so we dated once and then we broke up and then we dated again. And it was, to say it was a little more legit the second time just because we were like a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I don't remember the timeline exactly, but we were a little bit older, so it was a little more legit. But then we broke up again, and then that was kind of like it. But I'd say, like, my advice would be is don't, it's not that, I mean, high school is like a time to just date people because
Dude,
most of the time things aren't going to end up being serious.
it's like Spaniard fucking
Dude, and
fly.
it's like it's so easy to get a girlfriend
Yeah.
in high school.
Honestly.
But you
so easy.
you don't have to date someone just because they are A, your friend, or B, just because you like want to. You can, but you don't like have to. You don't have to
Yeah.
feel like you're forced to. And also, kind of what Ben was saying is, like, sometimes you just grow to have this person be a part of your life so much. Like, it's just hard seeing what your life is without them. So if you break up, that's why you might be so sad, not necessarily because it's them that you're missing. You just miss like your life without them,
Yeah.
and it's just so
Yeah.
different without them. So I'd say there
Sorry.
I don't
That was an
remember
ac- that was an accident.
the exact reasons that like everything happened, but like, is this thing
He's
on?
home.
This thing on?
Testing.
But like, I don't know if it was a good or bad idea for us to have gotten back together, but like it's not. I don't know if it's necessarily something that should have happened.
Yeah.
But it's things. I think I was like pretty sad when we broke up.
Yeah.
Almost definitely more the second time than the first time, just because it felt a little more legit.
Yeah.
But it, not to say I can't be sad because it was my first relationship,
Mhm.
but I think I might have been a little too sad because of how we kind of just grew to be together so much.
I see what you mean.
It wasn't I wasn't necessarily missing her, which I was, but it was also just the fact that I wasn't dating anyone anymore.
Yeah.
My life was so different.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's good.
that's basically, I don't know. It's like, just lighten up because things are going to get better for you. Basically, if I could tell myself that, after my first girlfriend and I broke up, if I could just go back and say, be like, hey, you don't have to be sad now. And then I'd bring you, if I could go back in time, I would bring you guys with me. So when I'm telling myself this, you guys would be behind me telling me that.
Someday, yeah, walk in the rain when I'm in a hot sun. Someday when I'm much brighter.
And honestly,
I'm not pitting out. My shirt's just ruined.
And honestly, hopefully, someday I can be like, if I'm married and settled down, I can say to myself,
After living the rock star life.
On
Yes. After living with
on
the Rock
the-
Johnson.
on
Nice.
the 387th episode of this podcast,
Yes.
I can look back and say, man, I don't have to be sad about all those other relationships having ended because now I'm here and this is what my
Yep.
life is like.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
obviously I don't feel
Yes.
like that sometimes, but
It
hopefully
stopped
that
recording.
can happen. Way to ruin the moment, Ben.
The moment's lasting way too long. We got to get off relationships. All right.
Let's go to another question.
That was good. That was good, Dylan.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
good content. So normally
Oh, I wasn't good?
that was good, Dylan. So normally all you normies would be leaving right now, but we're gonna let you stick around for another 20 minutes. Thank you, Zach.
This is what you're missing.
Yeah, you're missing these extra 20 minutes.
You
so
watch me fidget this
so
cord.
originally we would say something like
Excuse me.
Now that they're gone. You see that feeling? You feel involved. This is what you're missing. So $1 patreon.com/RoomBoiz.
What if we mess with them and we actually cut it now and the rest of the video is just black?
Honestly, that'd be good. Okay, so let's get into some deeper questions.
Dice.
By deeper,
No,
I
that
mean
wasn't
not
deep.
as no. That was the deepest thing we've ever done on this podcast.
It was.
All right, so
I feel fine.
earlier when I was working, I think Gus and Eddie were talking about Michael Jordan, and it made me think Michael Jordan.
B Jordan or just Jordan?
I would have said B Jordan. Zach.
Jesus Christ. You gotta be fucking kidding me. B. Jordan?
They were talking about Michael Jordan, and I was like, Michael Jordan was like such a big part of my childhood because of Space Jam. And then also when I was playing basketball in middle school,
You didn't even know he was a basketball player. You just thought he was the guy.
I just
in
thought he
Space
was the
Jam.
guy in Space Jam.
I thought he was an actor that was playing basketball in the movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But no, like when I was playing basketball.
And also, how did they make those Looney Tunes costumes look like real
Dude, it was
cartoons?
I don't know,
crazy,
dude.
Bro.
Honestly,
dude, how do they fit a guy in Bugs Bunny?
I couldn't.
How-
Wait,
I couldn't fit
Big
him.
Chungus is Bugs Bunny.
Oh.
Big
Um,
Chungus.
So anyway,
Moving
Michael Jordan was a big part of my childhood. Oh, that would have been a bad slip. And so I was,
Michael was a big part of my childhood.
and I realized that, oh my God. See, this is what you're missing, guys.
Zach, do you want my M&Ms? Because my jaw hurts.
So, I was like thinking, like, I think the reason why Michael Jordan, it was like a big part of. Oh my God, I'm gonna murder both of you. Just fucking let me speak.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, no, you're doing things.
I'm sorry.
But like another person would be like Jim Carrey, who was like a big part of my childhood, and I think it's because like I feel like it's because my dad like always talks about Jim Carrey, or like always used to at least, and we used to watch Jim Carrey movies all the time, like Dumb and Dumber and stuff like that. So I was wondering like which celebrities would you like not forcibly have your kids idolize, but kind of just like build them up so your kids are like, wow, that's a cool
I have
person.
a couple in mind.
Like, because like yeah, and who
like, it doesn't have to be from our childhood, but it can be like anyone that
anyone that
we,
you
like,
currently idolize or you used to idolize that you
Definitely
want to
O.J.
live on.
Simpson.
Yeah.
That was a good use of dead air.
To
So
bring it back to the start of this podcast.
yeah. So yeah.
You know, I saw OJ the other day, and he was like, "Hey, Lessig, you still running?"
Because we ran together in high school.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Before we end this, we have to come back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
Just
tuned.
say it. I just so we don't forget.
Okay. Wait, what?
Just so we don't forget about the bit. Hey, Lessig.
I have it down.
Oh, you do?
on my list.
Dice.
So yeah.
Okay. Do
Back
you want
to
me
the
to go
question.
first?
Yeah. If you would,
Okay. Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Zach wasn't paying attention.
So,
I was.
I would say
Tell me what I said.
I
Just
would
someone
s-
you idolize or would want your kids to
Okay.
idolize.
I would say, like, to be honest, I would probably say,
Why does
like,
your hand feels so good. All right, sorry. Dylan.
What's in your drink?
I'm always like this. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I would say
hard to live.
probably.
Sorry, Dylan.
Oh my god!
It's so hard. I'm telling you,
I just look at Zach and I feel like he's gonna do something every couple
dude.
seconds.
Honestly.
I'm just the wild card.
He is. You fucking bastard! Why did you do that?
Dude, what? I'm just trying to.
Honk honk honk.
I'm
Sorry.
just trying to get this M&M that you gave me.
Yeah, you're right. I would say probably.
Jose Cuervo. Shout out.
Not Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
I would probably honestly I would say Michael Cera
Yeah.
because
That's good. That's a good one.
Michael Cera because I just his movies all have like a very similar sort of aesthetic. And it's an aesthetic that for whatever reason I'm just very attracted to.
Yeah.
Por ejemplo, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and also Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, and also Juno. Those three movies, I feel like are just like I don't know. They just have a very like nostalgic aesthetic
Yeah.
that I always like to fantasize like what the early 2000s were like, or
to not be 3 years old.
yeah.
Would you say that you would want your child to exemplify the personality type of a Michael Cera?
In not fully, I would say in the sense that they're nice,
Yeah.
but
Not like
I don't
Michael Cera's characters, I mean. Not like my actual Michael Cera.
oh, okay. Well, I guess maybe a little bit, not
Yeah.
but like I said, not fully.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd still want them to be their own person, but yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I just think like I'm such a fan of Michael Cera and his movies and like pretty much everything he does, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Like I swear to God, I'm telling you, his album that he made could be the score for all of his movies. It just
That's
has
awesome.
that aesthetic.
I'm
like,
going to add that to my playlist right now.
you really should, yeah.
While I do that.
But yeah, that's my answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Zach, you got one?
So I don't really necessarily have anyone that like when I was a child I like looked up to, or
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be like them or anything like that. But um I'd say,
Yes, that's the one.
can it be a not actor?
Yeah, it
Just
can be.
okay.
It was celebrity, not
So
actor.
I would say being I don't want to be a typical American that likes soccer,
I knew it, dude. Not judging you. I'm just saying I knew it.
but uh I do have a favorite player, and his name is Ben. Do you know his name?
Christian Pulisic.
Dude, Ben knows it. But it's not necessarily that like, cuz there are definitely like a couple other like Americans that like paved the way for like him to
Yeah.
be so successful, like Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey. I also am a big fan of Clint Dempsey, but it's also like I feel like Pulisic's the first one to really like succeed. Like he made his debut for uh this German team Dortmund when he was 17, which also the other guy was telling you about, Dylan, he also did. But I think he's also like kind of just he was the first one to like blow up and just be like a like superstar, and like he plays for my favorite team now, which not a lot of I think he's just yeah. Some people would disagree to like saying that he's the best American so far, but I would say that, and I just think it's good for like I think it's cool that how successful he is and like how humble he is still, like considering like to be like at this point of his career of how young he is right now. And
Yeah.
I just like hope like once I have kids, if they're as into soccer as I am, like they can look at him and like look back on like kind of idolize him. Was it making noise?
Lots of noise.
Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what I'm saying, but that would be it. Just
No,
because I don't
yeah,
really
that's
have
good.
any other.
It's good
answer.
because
Yep.
his story is like motivating.
Yeah,
'cause,
he's
like-
from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah,
But,
and
like-
then he moved to Germany when he was in high school.
Was it for soccer? Yeah, because he was 17
Yeah.
when he started, right?
Mhm.
That's fucking inspirational.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that it?
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
I think I'm definitely gonna do Jim Carrey because like I admire that man so much, and like I know he's like kind of resurfacing again from all the Sonic stuff, but like I don't know, like I've loved all of his not all of his movies, but like
Dumb and Dumber 2,
I prefer
T.O.
the prequel
oh
without
god,
Jim Carrey.
when Harry met Lloyd.
Uh,
But like I just like love a good majority of his movies, and like he's just the way that he acts, it's like so out there, and it like
yeah.
kind of inspired me as a person to not be afraid to be so out there. And like I think I watched like the entire Jim and Andy documentary where he went like super in depth to the character of Andy Kaufman in the movie Man in the Moon, because he was like based off of Andy Kaufman. He's a real person, and he just like he was so into the role that he couldn't disconnect himself, and it was just so because he did interviews for that documentary, and he was just talking about his experience, and it's just like it's kind of heartbreaking to hear him talk about it, just because like of how taxing that role was. But it was just like I don't know, it was hard to deal with, and I love and appreciate him. And I feel like I have another one, but I can't think of it. And it wouldn't be an actor. I guess like musician wise, I kind of always want my kids to like the Beatles, just because like, you know, they did so much for modern music today that like they gotta listen to the Beatles, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Beatles
feel
are
like,
definitely gonna be around like forever.
dude, I hope that's
Oh, I'm
that's
sure,
that's the
yeah.
thing that we gotta. It's like saving the world, you know. We got to keep the Beatles' legacy going. They can't just die.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Right,
feel like
yeah.
it's
Like-
impossible. Same with
Yeah.
like Well, no, I don't want to talk about it. Michael Jackson.
I'd be fine if Michael Jackson isn't around forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like it's kind of hard because I like how I didn't say I wanted, or I said I didn't want to talk about it.
And now here
Now
you
I'm
are.
talking about it. But like I don't know, because his legacy is still going today, even after all the controversies and stuff. So it's like, and honestly, it still kind of feels like the controversies are kind of brushed over after those documentaries and all that
Yeah,
came
but
out.
I think I read somewhere like that they disproved the documentaries like very quickly.
Well, there were
Is there a way to disprove him though?
see, that's the thing,
I think it
because
was all
like
just,
no
like-
one,
I think
no
it was all
one,
like I think they like did like searches of the ranch and stuff, and they like didn't find anything.
I know, but it's just
But it's
so
yeah.
hard. Cause
it's
you
like
never
no
know.
one knows for sure.
Yeah,
Like we can only
Because he
know
could've-
people's accounts.
yeah.
and that's it.
I don't know.
And
I-
I mean,
I don't want to assume anything. I don't want to be swayed to the untruth. But like, yeah,
yeah,
I just I don't want the legacy of Michael Jackson to kind of like, I don't know, hinder people's views on celebrities and all that. But God, if Billie Jean isn't a fucking slapping song.
Billie Jean is not my love.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, this is like the deepest episode.
yeah. Let's do another question. Fuck
Okay,
it.
another
Fuck it.
question. These aren't as deep.
That's fine.
This one is honestly, I really like this one. It's just very creative. This is what my dream was about last night. Shut up, Zach. Don't spoil it. So this question comes from me.
Again.
No, it's fine.
So imagine you wake up and you're in the battle bus. All right. But you look out and you're flying over the United States. Where do you drop and what's your plan? And don't say you're gonna kill yourself.
Well, no, that was just for like if I was stranded on an island,
That's
then I
true.
would kill
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you're stranded on the USA.
But
how many people are we talking? Like, what are the chances I land somewhere else?
Okay, well,
Wait, over the
there-
U.S.
it's like
US
it's
is
like
pretty big though.
no
Yeah.
well, okay. It's like a miniature US.
Okay.
So like Fortnite map size,
Yeah.
and there's 100 people
There's
on the bus
50
with you.
There's 50 locations.
50
Wait,
locations.
So
Small.
is it a game of Fortnite? Just with
Basically,
the U.S. map.
Yes, with the US map.
Is there?
So I do have to kill people.
Yes,
So
because
are
it's like a
there-
giant battle
Are there
royale.
materials on the ground, or would I have to go somewhere that has guns and stuff?
No, it's exactly Fortnite, but the US.
I'm gonna
And
say.
what's your plan? Like, how would you?
I'm gonna say Wyoming because it's
Yeah?
secluded and
Who the
mountainous, and I would
fuck
have the
else would
high
drive?
ground.
Real, that's good.
I have the high ground.
You could go to Utah
Oh,
Go-
that would be better. I changed my answer to
because you
Utah.
could get on top of the
We're like
the
Utah.
what is that called? You know that monument in Utah with the
Statue of
Devil's
Mount
that's
Rushmore.
that's in Wyoming. Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower. That's in Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm like 90%
a
sure.
sniper.
Really?
Wyoming. Let me double check. But yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
changed my answer back to
So
Wyoming
is there
because you
100?
said that.
Is there 100 people dropping then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil.
This segment is sponsored by Fortnite season 2 chapter 2 season 2. Actually, it's not, but it's coming out
Epic.
2 days. I'm
Wyoming.
excited. Okay, so you're going to Wyoming
Yes.
now. You drop in Wyoming. What gun are you grabbing?
Probably
I've
the
never
sawed
shot
off.
a gun.
No, I'm just kidding.
I've never shot
Probably
a gun then.
like in real life. Have you
we're
never?
we're on Dylan right
I
now,
don't think
Zach.
so.
I don't know. I'd probably just like get like materials first so I
Ooh.
can build later.
Smart.
And
So you can build your way up to Devil's Tower.
yeah, because I can't
You
climb
build
it.
up to
So,
Devil's Tower.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd probably just wait till people like I don't know, see where the circle goes. and-
Yeah.
Oh,
and
is there a
yeah.
circle?
move based upon
There has
that.
to be. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So that's my
Oh.
answer.
Yeah. That's good.
Thanks.
Zach, would you like to go next? I can go if you're not ready.
I feel like if I want to say I dropped somewhere in the Midwest just because I want to say less people would drop there because it's the Midwest, but also if everyone has that mindset, then I feel like everyone's gonna drop in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I would want to go So maybe I would go on one of the coasts, but in a place that you wouldn't really think about,
That's smart.
like Rhode Island or something.
Yeah.
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 Because it's very small. I would be on the edge of the map, but and then I could also cut people off if they were up like in New York. They'd be coming down, or New York or Maine. You know, is that where?
Oh, so you're saying you're on the East Coast? I was thinking West Coast. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
And so if I'm in Rhode Island or whatever, I don't know. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't I be if people are coming down from like Maine? Or
Yeah.
like New
Well,
York,
why do you
I
think?
can like cut them off and.
Wait, but wouldn't New York, if it's going diagonally, wouldn't New York be the first place to drop? How would you cut them down?
I need to look at a map.
New
of the
York
United
comes
States.
before Rhode Island.
I took
New York is the first.
geography.
I personally I would say I would want to choose New York just because, I mean, like I'd love to be on top of one of the skyscrapers and just be sniping, but I suck at sniping in Fortnite, so that means I obviously suck at sniping in real life. But like,
I'm dumb.
I'd
I
say
choose Pennsylvania
okay. Wait, I want to see.
because if people are coming down from the top corner, like New York and stuff, then I can cut them off.
Oh, you mean like traveling?
yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant like coming down from the bus. I was like, what? How are you going to get a gun that fast? What if people like started right here and think that we're just talking about Fortnite?
Yeah, there's a new map in Fortnite called US.
Dude, that'd be kind of dope if they just redesigned the US into like small little sanctions. Because I would drop it. Do you think New York would look like Tilted?
Yeah.
Man, people who haven't played Fortnite aren't gonna like this segment, but I think I would. You know, now that you've said
battle royale feel,
what?
everyone likes a good battle royale.
True.
Talk, even if it's,
Okay, imagine the Hunger Games. All right,
yes,
nerds. Books. So I think I would drop in like Portland or like maybe in like the Redwood Forest. That'd be dope. Get some good wood materials.
Redwood Forest.
Or somewhere where I can fish. So like,
Dude, that's a good idea.
dude, the Gulf Coast,
the Gulf Coast.
dude.
Golf cart.
But everyone who drops in Florida is a fucking lame-o. So yeah,
Honestly.
Fortnite USA edition.
Yeah, I'd drop at Florida, go to Disney World real quick, and then
Dude.
start collecting guns.
All right, you know the best loot is in Disney World. Holy shit!
Dude,
What's
yeah.
the next question?
Imagine all the U.S. landmarks, but those are just like the places you get loot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Disney,
Statue of Liberty.
Disney World.
Disney World.
Dadney.
Dabney.
Also, all of the international players would just go to like New York and L.A. and like Chicago and stuff.
Living in LA.
So honestly, probably like who would drop in like Kansas?
Yeah. I'm going to St. Louis on top of the arc.
It's Missouri.
Going to Louisiana for the square.
It's Missouri.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was gonna. That didn't sound right when you said it, but I was like, I
I
didn't
was
know.
thinking Kansas City, which is
Yeah.
also in Missouri.
But there's nothing cool in Kansas City. Just kidding.
Except for Worlds of
Worlds of fun.
It's
Missouri.
Worlds of Fun.
That'd be the place where
Missouri.
you'd think
It's
that there'd
worlds
be
of
good
fun.
loot, but there wouldn't.
Yeah.
You'd go there and be like, oh, yes, there's gonna be good loot here, and then you
Mhm.
get a common pistol.
I was going to say that.
Got you, bro.
A strap is a strap.
Yeah, you're right. Especially in Fortnite US edition.
That's the tagline.
Another question.
Yeah.
This one comes from every cross country runner at Millard South High School. Oh shit! I just doxed us. Oh fuck. Zach, bleep that out. Damn it! I was the one saying I was good at this.
We can cut it out.
We can cut it out. This one comes from everyone who Dylan was in cross country with. Dylan, are you still running? Dylan, please tell me, are you still running?
No. Well, here's the thing. Is like every time I see like someone from high school that I haven't seen for a while, they're always like, "Well, so you still running?"
Because, like,
Basically like that.
that's just what you do when you were in an activity with someone and you
Yeah.
don't have anything
Still
else
doing
to
it?
talk about.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, but it's like, what?
Eat it.
but it happens a lot. Like
And I've witnessed it
Multiple times.
That's
Multiple
how we know
times.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's not like, hey man, you still running? It's always, Lessig, you still running?
dude, yeah, it's like a little bit like you so running. It's like, and it's like, and I used to be like pretty good
Yeah.
when I was
Small
nominated
flex.
for most athletic. I didn't win, but I was nominated.
Yeah.
So it's like
good enough.
understandable why people would still wonder that. But no, the answer is okay. Here's the answer. At the gym, sometimes. That's my
For
answer.
Yeah.
cross country.
No.
No.
No,
I am
no, no.
actually not running across the country, but you can catch me running across the country in Fortnite US edition. Coming this 4th of July.
Man,
Sponsored
Yeah.
by Epic Games.
that's
Not
gonna be
really.
a shirt though. Lessig, you still running?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna make that shirt.
Yep, you can buy it.
But I guess it doesn't really have to say Lessig. It can just say you still running. And then it has a picture of you going like. So we're gonna do that. Which brings me to my next point.
Nobody
Guys,
doxed us.
shut up. Guys, wait, what time are we at? Oh, well, look at that.
What time is
What a
it?
perfect ending.
What time are we at?
1:20.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
I actually thought it was
Guys,
longer
when
than
you're
that.
having fun.
Guys,
Yep.
I'm having fun.
how do you feel?
You just witnessed
Really?
a free bonus episode.
You loved it? That's so awesome. Wait, hold on. That's so awesome. That you enjoyed it. Good job. Thank you. Guys, thank you so much. That was bad. Guys, thank you so much for watching this full
Make sure
episode that
you
we're giving you.
like.
Hold on. Let
Smash
me
that subscribe button.
Thank you so much for watching through this full episode. We know that you watched this entire episode, so you can feel guilty now if you haven't, even though you're probably not watching this part.
If you're listening to this comment, I love chicken.
God.
I love
I think I have to quit, guys. So thank you very much for watching and listening. We love you very much.
Yep. Also, hopefully by this time we'll have some highlight videos out
Yes.
of the episodes. So if you want to go revisit the best parts of some of the episodes
Of season 2.
of season 2, yeah, I probably would not do season 1.
No.
But yeah,
You can
I'm-
do
best
one
parts
video of
first.
season 1. Just get all the
best
best
of season
Yes,
1?
that's good.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Yeah.
doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and start editing highlight videos and
Yes.
see like how I'll end up doing it, and then season 3 it'll be a little bit more regular, but for now I'm just trying things out. But yeah,
Yeah.
those will be up on there.
So thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If I haven't said that already,
Nice.
we would all absolutely love if you went to the patreon.com/RoomBoiz and just smash that subscribe button for $1. That's cheaper than an F-wording cup of coffee.
Or
If you
just
didn't hear
buy
me
a
earlier this
Chicago
episode,
shirt.
yeah, go to Teespring, teespring.com/stores-RoomBoiz. I think something complicated like that.
Or just click the link in our description.
Yeah, click the link in the description down below
Click the
to
link.
get some Chicago shirts. If you remember from
I
episode
like
16,
Chicago.
because it's now episode 24. Holy shit, guys. We are just cooking the books.
Yeah.
We are almost at
We're
our
in-
1 year
we're-
anniversary.
Oh,
Cooking in the kitchen.
It's
Yes.
the URL for this shirt store is teespring.com/stores/RoomBoiz-store.
Cool. So,
makes sense.
but that's going to be in our description down
Description,
below.
yeah.
So thank
Yep.
you, Dylan.
Thank you,
No problem.
And yeah, this has been a
Sorry.
this has been a 2-minute outro. Actually 3
They're
minutes
usually all
now.
pretty long.
Yes. So we're just gonna
like
keep. We're gonna keep. Wait, hold on. Stop the stop the outro music
It's
right
even
now.
longer.
Don't
Wait. Stop.
Don't go
wait,
any
wait,
further.
Wait. And okay, restart it now. So yeah. Thank you for supporting us. We love you very much. Anything else?
Bye.
All right. Goodbye.